Yeah. Can you do anything? Don't worry. Can someone check if I'm okay? Because I'll just cut whatever. Am I good?
She's a little cut up.
No, I'm a
I don't move it.
Is it good?
Is it good?
Yes.
Okay, is it recording?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Alright. Hi, I'm Emma Blake, and today I'm going to be interviewing.
Kyle Basham.
Okay, so I'm not super close with him. We're good. So I'm just going to be asking you a couple questions today. It's only going to take about 10 minutes of your time, and we're just going to get a little deep.
Okay.
So, what is life like for you?
What is life like for me? Well, I am a biomedical science major, so life is pretty busy with school. I have a lot of tough classes, and I try to balance that with also spending time with my friends and my girlfriend and my family. So it gets pretty hectic sometimes, but it also is pretty fun, and I try to have just like a overall like good balance between like work and play, I guess.
Yeah, I get that. So what would you say in your life is most important to you?
Family and friends for sure. In my spiritual life, I love my mom and my dad, and then my two sisters, and then I have friends from back home that I'm very, very close with, and also friends from here. I would definitely consider those to be like some of the most important things in my life. And I also really value school because I want to be a PA when I'm older, so obviously you have to do pretty well in your undergrad in order to get to graduate school. So I would say those are like my three main like points in my life where I'm very dedicated to it.
So what does your like family and friends mean for you?
What does it mean for me? Let's see. My family and I are very, very close. My twin sister and I, we both go to CBU.
Oh, nice.
And then my older sister just graduated from Fullerton, and she just she just got back from Zambia, Africa. Our family sponsors orphans there.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
and
cool.
so we're very, very close. We all just love being with each other. My dad is a pilot. He's stationed in Hong Kong though, so
You don't see him much?
we don't get to see him much, but occasionally he'll be able to call or FaceTime, which is pretty nice. But yeah, we're all very, very close. Yeah.
Okay. So, tell me more about your relationship with your dad.
Okay.
Because it seems like you don't get to see him much, so I just want to dive more into that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so all my life my dad's been a pilot. He's had multiple jobs. Once he was a pilot and he was stationed in Hawaii.
Nice.
Once he was stationed in Helsinki, Finland, and now he's in Hong Kong. So life is pretty crazy with him, I would say. He definitely gets to travel, which is nice. But our relationship has always been pretty close. Whenever he was able to come back, because he usually spends around 3 months at a time out of the country, and then he comes back for like 2 weeks or something. So we try to fit as much like bonding and like quality time with one another within those 2 weeks. That way we can just like
Have
prepare,
fun.
have fun, prepare for like the next 3 months. But yeah, college has definitely changed some things though. Schedules don't always necessarily line up, but yeah, I've always had a really good relationship with him, and I hope to keep that as I grow older.
That's really good. That's nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what would happen if your dad just got to like stay here and he got to just be a pilot in the States? How do you think that would change your life?
That was always something that my family wanted, and unfortunately we never were able to, but things would be very, very different dramatically.
Yeah.
One, he would not have to be out of the country so often. Two, we would just be able to like hang out more often, have more quality family times. It would definitely would have been really nice for him in high school because he always was unable to go to like my older sister's dance competitions or like my sister's cheer competitions or to like my basketball or baseball, football games or whatever. But yeah, that would actually be really cool. I wish that was a reality, but hopefully sometime.
Yeah. Do you think that you would have been either like closer to him if he would have been there for like your basketball, baseball, football games?
That's actually a good question. I would think so.
Mm-hmm.
I've always kind of envied like my friends who like have their
Yeah.
dads home, just like a regular like 9 to 5 job. Because like obviously they can just see him like every day. But what is nice is that when he was home, he would always just be like for us, like nothing would try to, he wouldn't get like anything in the way
Mm-hmm.
other than just like hanging out with like family. So yeah, I think overall that would even more like better our relationship.
That's great. I haven't. My dad's been in my life, so it's interesting seeing a different perspective on
Yeah.
that because it's like a balance. Like he has to balance work in me, but for
Yeah.
you, it's like when he is with you, you get his full concentration.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice. So we're going to switch gears a little bit. We're gonna talk about music.
Music.
So let's start off with what does music really mean and do for you?
Music mean to do for me. Let's see. I listen to a very limited like genre of music. I've always grown up with like rap or like trap.
No, it's fine. No judging.
Yeah, and then as of more recently, like the end of my junior year, I've gone more into alternative music. So basically, whenever I need to like hype myself up or just you know, just wanna like do whatever, I just listen to like my rap playlist. But whenever I wanna like kind of hang out more or just like have more like mellow slash
Relax.
yeah, more like relax, you know, I always listen to my alternative. And I feel like as of more recently, it probably is actually just because of the school's environment. I would say I've been mostly going more to like my alternative playlist because as you can probably guess, like the rap and trap is not like super Christian.
Acceptable.
Yeah. So I've just kind of been more switching towards alternative.
So would you say that like being at CBU kind of like affects your like taste in things in like general and like change you slowly?
I would say so. Before coming here, I would say not as like spiritually like connected. Yeah. Like I still have always been a Christian since I was very very young, but it wasn't until I really like came here and really like dove into chapel and just like just hearing like the word of God that like I've been like kind of
More mindful.
more mindful.
Yeah, I relate to that too because
Yeah.
I grew up and we're just like rap and drink and then
Yeah.
you like get here and you're like, let's not put that super high.
Yeah, I feel you.
Okay, so do you like spend your time pretty like productively? Like how would you split up your day normally?
Ooh, last year I was like 90% working on
Yeah.
like either homework or just like studying or just anything like academically.
Mm-hmm.
And then like 10% was like hanging out with friends, family, significant other. Like
Mm-hmm.
I definitely wasn't really balancing that very well, but I would say going into this year, I've done a lot better with that. I am still focusing a lot on school, but I also am trying to make a very, very good like effort into putting more energy into all my relationships because as time goes by, I realize that although school is important, at the end of the day, you're not gonna remember the exams you've
You're
taken,
right,
not
yeah.
the quizzes or the homeworks you've done. It's gonna be memories that you spent with your friends and family.
Okay. So, how would you say like important is relationships in your life then?
I would say really.
Very important. Okay. What relationships are you like really like holding on to right now to like help with school and stuff like that?
Help with school and stuff. My parents definitely, they are like my rock.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm always just like calling my mom, just being like, oh, like I have a couple exams and stuff like that, and my mom will like just like cheer me on and just like pray for me and everything. And my dad as well, he is really good at kind of just like giving me that extra oomph.
The dad push.
Yeah, just like you can do it. Like I believe in you and all that. And then my sisters as well. My older sister, she doesn't really understand the more medical
Yeah.
aspect of things. She's a communications major, so
There's
our-
a difference.
yeah, there's a difference. And my sister is pre-nursing right now, and so we are always like pushing each other, like, oh, like anatomy, like how are you doing in there, like,
Yeah.
oh, you should take this professor, or you should like do this Quizlet helped me, blah blah blah. And then also my girlfriend, she's nursing, and so she definitely helps me a lot. It really helps when there's someone with you to struggle with. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like